Hey, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And there is a company that is going crazy right now that people are saying is the next Nvidia. And that even though its price is high, it's still early, which this is a little bit weird, but it's called Super Microcomputer. We're going to take a look at all the news that's been happening. Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Look at that volume, dude.
Yeah, that looks really sustainable.
Yeah.
It's like a rocket to the moon.
I mean, the argument to being sustainable is I'm going to show you Nvidia's chart later, and it just keeps going up.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
this company, this is on the back of AI, right? They do a lot of things. I'm not going to go into a ton of stuff. Keyword here is servers, and AIs need a ton of server space. That's essentially all we need to know. All right.
All right.
But look at this big ass. That's not a great weekly candle there. Essentially, they went from 400 to 1060-ish and then to 800. They hit the 1060 in one day, as you can saw by that previous chart. You sent me this. You want to show
Yeah.
me this?
This is when I first heard about it, man. This is like the absolute like absurdity. Like I want to highlight this person put the vast majority of their account into $1,000 calls expiring that week on this SMCI company. All right. So and then they right here they say things seemed risk adverse with steady price movements.
I don't
This
even.
person,
The sickening part is that he at one point had a ton of money
yeah.
because it didn't tank at the start of the day. It actually went up to 1060 and he just didn't
Yeah.
sell.
So
So
this is a $90,000 account, and he lost $70,000 in a matter of like a day.
yeah, actually more than that because the value was still 11K and these are expired. So this is dead.
Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's even better. That's
Name
nice.
is a
Yeah,
fiscal minotaur. Well, minotaurs are not known to be fiscally conservative, so that makes sense.
yeah. Well, he's probably gonna be living in a maze under a city. I think in the not too distant future. I'm guessing, but that's a different topic.
Jeez. So, I kind of hate these articles because if you look up, what happened, and there's going to be some guy who writes, well, this is why it went down today. We don't know. You don't know the psychology of a million people. That's a bullshit thing. But the explanation is a Wells Fargo analyst came out and said, hey, my price is 960, which is crazy. It was 400 a week ago. Like, I
Mm.
mean, it's still wild, but it brought it down from 1050 to 800 over the span of the day,
Wow.
which is crazy. Now, I am not going to even attempt to justify the price of this stock. That's not, please don't mistake what I'm about to show you for that because
Okay.
I can't justify Nvidia's. So it's not the point. But the point that I'm trying to say is for the fiscal year that they will wrap up, sorry for my voice, guys, by the way. They'll wrap up at the end of this June. Their sales are going to be about 14.5-ish billion. That would be double on an annual basis. So they're having insane growth. So it's not completely unfounded. All right.
Yeah, the kernel
If
of
you
truth.
if you just like type in super microcomputers, it's just all these headlines, right? There's a bunch of people saying it's the next Nvidia, which if it is, cool man, because it's only worth 40 billion right now, and I believe that's after this crazy increase.
Yeah,
So here's the
44 billion.
revenue.
Yep.
Once again, I get it. I'm not trying to justify a price. This revenue is not worth a lot, right? It is doubling. It is showing a massive increase quarter over quarter and year over year.
Mhm.
I just want to show you Nvidia's market cap here. Okay? They've essentially, in the last, what is this, from between 2024 December to now, have gained more in market cap than Intel and AMD as a company in a span of
Yeah,
3 months.
perfect.
Okay,
I
they're at about 1.8 trillion.
I knew they had crossed the $1 trillion mark. I did not realize they were approaching the $2 trillion
Two
mark
trillion
yet.
dollar mark, almost there.
That's yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, you're talking about like Google and like Apple and Microsoft territory. That's pretty insane to me.
Yeah, I actually just looked this up. They're at about equal to Google. I think they're like a couple billion off. They're very, very close. And they
Wow.
are, Apple's 2.8 billion, I think.
Trillion.
2.7
Yeah.
billion, or sorry, trillion. So they're a little
Yeah.
bit far away from that. But just the entire company of AMD and Intel is in those 3 months. All right.
Yeah.
Here's SMCI. Okay. So they went from being worth about 5 billion to like a year ago to 40 billion. All right. Or about
Perfect.
44-ish billion right now. So the question is, if this truly is the next Nvidia, and if people are interested, we can actually do a deep dive into this company to see if this is even worth going for. The problem is the market price, because they don't have a huge float. It's $1,000 a share, so it's not even like you can risk a little bit just for like, hey, shits and giggles. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to risk $800 minimum, which kind of sucks.
Hmm.
That's just one share. But
Yeah.
the the big thing that's happening. Do you know what this is?
So I've heard of OpenAI, but I don't really know what the Sora project is,
Okay.
though.
So Sora got released, and after Sora got released, SMCI was skyrocketing. Okay, if you in the comments do not know what Sora is, look this shit up. This is the most terrifying thing I think I've ever seen in my life. If you look at there's a famous Will Smith video of him eating spaghetti as an AI, and it was horrible. In 1 years, you have exponential growth to where you're having Disney quality Pixar animation from a text prompt. You can see individual hairs. Like it looks like photos and videos. They're videos.
I saw a video of a couple walking down a street in like Japan. Is that Sora product? I just
There's
saw that this weekend.
it's probably that. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. And it was
Yeah,
AI generated.
it's probably this. And
Impressive.
the more video capability, the more servers, hence why SMCI is up. So the crazier this gets, you don't have to justify financially. It's not like Coca-Cola, right? You don't have to justify sales. You have to justify an idea.
Hmm.
Theoretically, this company has the proper idea. It has the shovels, if you will, in the gold. What is it? What am I trying to say? Can you finish it
Yeah,
for
they
me?
sell shovels in the gold rush during the
There
gold
we go.
rush. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
AI is a current gold rush. Nvidia, it would be a shovel. They're, I don't know, a smaller shovel, more precise shovel. Um, but it's pretty interesting. So if you guys want us to look in to this company, as of right now, after that giant candle, I'm not going to be buying any. I might. Okay, I'm going to buy a couple. I'm going to buy a couple.
Just don't
Come on.
don't buy out of the money zero weekly options, okay? 0 days to expiration options with all your account and think it's risk adverse. That's the
Yeah,
lesson here.
at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Definitely do the whole account though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let us know what you guys think. I've completely 180'd. I'm gonna buy some shares.
Perfect.
All right, bye guys.
Sounds good.